as the initiators of programs like Operation Popeye keep mucking around with the weather and blaming it on us little people, we're seeing a surge of life-threatening, unnatural disasters that probably won't be slowing anytime soon. Earthquakes, fires, tornadoes, and hurricanes are all increasing in power and frequency. And one of the most dangerous things during these times are power outages. So prepare for those times with the 3-in-1 Preppers Holiday Bundle. This exclusive limited time bundle has all the devices you need to possibly save your life in the event that the grid goes down. It includes the ultra bright light bug, which is a portable floodlight, the incredible 3-in-1 flashlight, and a mini lightweight portable flashlight. Grab this 3-in-1 bundle and try it for yourself for 30 days risk-free. If you don't like it, send it back. And this Black Friday, get almost 70% off. Just go to 3in1bundle.com or click the 3in1bundle.com link below and give the gift of preparation this holiday season. I wanted to bring this to you because I think this is substantial. And guys, listen, I understand. I don't trust Elon Musk either. I call him Elon, Fourth Industrial Revolution, World Economic Forum, young global leader, universal basic income, Neuralink, carbon tax credit Musk. So he's not on our side by any means. But it's interesting to see the interaction and exchange between legacy media, fake stream, CIA infiltrated Operation Mockingbird media, and probably CIA infiltrated Twitter. But it looks like CBS, for example, is working itself into irrelevancy. It says, CBS News suspends tweet company-wide. Now, I posted this as the first video on my last Grease Monkey videos upload. I want you to hear this, and then we're going to talk just a little bit about what this potentially means or what CBS News is unwittingly saying.
In light of the uncertainty around Twitter and out of an abundance of caution, CBS News is pausing its activity on the social media site as it continues to monitor the platform, Major.
Out of an abundance of caution, CBS is going to watch and see what Twitter does internally with its employees. And in between that time, we're not going to post anything on Twitter. Why are you a news organization? Why am I somewhat of a news organization? Why do I spend my time out on the internet? Because I feel like I have some important things to say that people need to hear so that we can have a better world. I would assume that's why news organizations exist, because they believe that they're getting out news that people need to hear, that they're getting out the truth that needs to combat the lies. So essentially what CBS is saying by saying we're not going to tweet anymore until we, out of an abundance of caution, we're going to find out what Elon Musk does internally. So we're going to suspend all tweets. What they're saying is we're not going to use arguably the world's most powerful outlet, most powerful platform to get out our news until we find out what Twitter's going to do with their employees or what they're going to do internally. In other words, our news really isn't that important. It's pretty irrelevant and you guys can do without it. So we're not going to post it on the world's most popular platform. That's what they're saying without saying it. CBS has started what could be a devastating ripple effect on Twitter. No. I think this is going to backfire on legacy media. I think this is going to be a devastating ripple effect on mainstream media. Oh, CBS is doing that. Maybe ABC will follow suit, and then maybe NBC, and then maybe CNN will do it, and they'll start boycotting Twitter, and then they'll be pushed into the corner of extreme irrelevancy because they're already irrelevant now. We already know that they lie to us on a continual basis. And I'm not talking about lying sometimes. That's their steady diet. Those are the 5 courses that they serve us every single meal. All you have to do is look at weapons of mass destruction. Not only did they lie to us, that those lies, continual lies over months and months, even afterwards, they didn't go, oh, you know what? Man, we shouldn't have reported what the intelligence agencies were telling us. We shouldn't have reported what the administration was telling us. We should have just brought you the facts. We should have ferreted it out ourselves, rolled up our sleeves and done the hard work and actually brought you the news and what actually is happening. You know, we've heard reports that there's weapons of mass destruction, maybe CBS could say, but we haven't seen any proof of that. We're just believing what the intelligence agencies have told us, and we know that they've lied to us in the past, so take that with a grain of salt. No. They were all in. CBS, ABC, NBC, CNN, Bo News, they were all in on it. Why? Because they're the propaganda arm for the military-industrial complex. They're not working for you. They're not trying to get out the truth. They're trying to obscure the truth, it looks like. So this is going to push them further into the corner of irrelevancy where people are like, who cares? I'll use the most powerful platform. And I, in my socks and underwear on my kitchen table with my laptop, will get out the news better, more efficiently, and more popularly than CBS News. So go ahead and don't use the most powerful platform. Yes, it is all a show. I totally agree. To what extent, what level of the psychological operation are we operating on? Is this in its infancy and they're just trying to work things out on, pulling the wool over our eyes? I don't know, but I do know that this is something we can learn from. We can find out exactly what mainstream media is thinking. And what they're thinking here is, hey, we'll just abandon the most popular platform because what we have to say really isn't that important. And we agree, it's not that important. At the same time, realizing that the owner of the Twitter platform is trying to push universal basic income and trying to push you to beg your politicians for carbon tax credits, which it's going to economically destroy everybody while he's pushing that scam called C change. That's C like cat change. The network's new division, CBS News, announced Friday it'd be suspending all Twitter activity from its official profiles, and it continues to monitor things. CBS News says it's doing this out of an abundance of caution. I'm sick of hearing that. I'm sick of hearing that phrase. Never heard that phrase before, I don't know, after March 2020. Out of an abundance of caution, we decided to go ahead and close every single business in our town because of the virus. Out of an abundance of caution, we're telling everybody, unless you put on the ritualistic shame muzzle, you're not keeping people safe. Out of an abundance of caution. Maybe it's out of an abundance of stupidity or out of an abundance of ignorance. That's what they should really be saying. And in light of all the tumultuous updates, word of CBS News decision was first reported Friday during the night's broadcast of CBS Evening News with Norah O'Donnell, during which reporter Jonathan Vigliotti seemingly announced the move on behalf of the entire company, and then CBS confirmed it shortly thereafter. Vigliotti was reporting on the rumored chaos at the Bird Apps HQ, where a majority of employees were said to have quit recently. Why? Because Elon Musk said, hey, you know what? When you come into work, you got to clock in now. We're going to do away with giving you guys free food, and you're going to actually have to carry a workload that you're actually not used to. And oh, by the way, you're going to have to work in the office. You can't work from home anymore. Oh no, Twitter employees have to do some work. And because CBS sees the owner of a company tell his employees that they got to do some work out of an abundance of caution, they're going to decide not to tweet anymore until we find out what's going on. And so they're going to sit there and virtue signal themselves into irrelevance. And you're doing a great job, CBS. CBS, by the way, is continual BS. Continual bull snarky. Leaving Twitter as a bare bones operation and at risk of completely shutting down. Yeah, I really doubt that. That hasn't happened quite yet, but the fear is there. CBS News' last original tweet links to a story, tells us about the last links. Twitter for local affiliates. Anybody who's locally affiliated with CBS is also halting tweeting on the Twitter platform. The reason this is a big deal, assuming it carries on for an extended amount of time, and that would be interesting if it did, is because Twitter has become the go-to source for news. Yep, they're basically taking over. That's kind of concerning. Not just for users, but for news organizations themselves. A lot of outlets rely on Twitter to get news out quickly. And basically, like what I said, CBS News is basically saying, hey, our news really isn't that relevant, so we're going to stop using the most popular platform to get our news out. And nobody really looks at it anyway. Not to mention the traffic captured is one of the key social media sites and the wide reach it carries. CBS News refusing to tweet is a major statement, and if it catches on among other big publishers, it could make Twitter even less relevant, sparking a true mass exodus. I'm not a betting man, but if I was, I would say that this is going to completely backfire on legacy media. Meanwhile, Elon is still amusing himself with his by the people Trump Twitter poll and pulling together a new plan on code with whatever staff he has left. And over here they're basically reporting the same thing over here on Fox News and putting out a couple tweets by people saying, this guy says, pure idiocy from CBS News. Don't whine then about why people don't trust you when they can't find you in the 21st century's public square. This Stephen Miller guy says, when CBS says CBS and its owned and operated stations are pausing activity on Twitter, blaming uncertainty on the platform. And this Stephen Miller guy says these terms are acceptable. He says Twitter does not belong to CBS, and they are going to learn this in a very hard way. Viva Fry says, not only is Elon Musk trying to revive free speech on Twitter, well, I don't really view it as that if you're not going to bring back Alex Jones, if you're not going to bring back the frontline doctors, if you're not going to bring back all those people who were banned because of Convid 1984 by George Orwell misinformation. You know, it's a good thing that he brought back Jordan Peterson, Kathy Griffin, no matter what you think of her, and Babylon Bee. Those are good starters. But what about the frontline doctors? What about Donald Trump? You promised you would, Elon. If you doubt that, check out my last live stream on this channel. Not only is Elon Musk trying to revive free speech on Twitter, but he's also successfully killing fake news on Twitter. CBS News, good riddance to bad rubbish. And they are bad rubbish. Anybody who's going to sit there and tell you, weapons of mass destruction, we need to spend trillions of dollars and throw thousands of American soldiers and kill untold hundreds of thousands, if not millions of civilian casualties, all in the name of democracy and trying to get rid of weapons of mass destruction, we need to do it. Let me expand this right here for you so you can see some of these comments, because some of these comments are worth reading. CBS is making a big mistake and have allowed themselves to become politicized, and in the process, they alienate many people. None of this is necessary. When I got into the business world in the 1970s, the traditional wisdom was don't bring sex, politics, or religion into your business dealings. These are personal matters. The advice served me well, and most companies used to promote this idea that business communications and conversations should be about business. You will inevitably offend someone when you step outside of the professional basis for meeting or communicating with your customers. In other words, the best you can expect by getting as political as CBS has is to lose customers. And the last time I looked, losing customers is not a great business strategy or business model. And I agree. You know, it's pretty sad when people recognize what leftist media is and what rightist media is. Everybody knows that CBS, NBC, ABC, PBS, the communist news network called CNN are all decidedly leftist media. As a matter of fact, when the Democrats are winning, they say we are winning. That's how bad it is. They've lost their bias a long time ago. Same with rightist media. You know it's rightist media. You know faux news is going to go for Republicans. They're going to go for the conservatives. They're going to go for the congressmen and senators who lean right. That's pitiful. That's not news. That's not journalism. That's being biased. That's not being interested in speaking truth to power. That's being interested in pushing an ideology. And anytime you have that, you have a built-in echo chamber going out to the masses. You have, here, drink our Kool-Aid. Don't drink the competitor's Kool-Aid. What you should be doing is saying, hey, here's what we've uncovered. You decide if it's true or not. Here's our documentation. Here's our sources. Here's the B-roll footage that we have proving our assertions and proving what we're bringing to the audience, instead of going, oh yeah, Hillary Clinton won. Oh yeah, Donald Trump won, and engaging in this left versus right paradigm lie war. So you've got CBS making the announcement that until further notice, out of abundance of caution, they will be suspending all activity on their Twitter feed. And I say good riddance. Good riddance in the public square. You guys are worthless. Anyway. Leave your thoughts about this for the world and the Google Thought Police. If you haven't done so already, subscribe to this channel. Hit the bell notification icon. Give it a thumbs up. Share it with everybody you know. Don't forget to subscribe to my private email list through my website, highimpactflix.com, if you haven't done so already. And if you want to support this channel, grab a hard-hitting conversation starting shirt or design. Put it on any shirt, hoodie, mug, cell phone case, pillow, whatever you want. And it's 20% off through the 20th. The link is in the description. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Guys, we already know that they want to decimate the dollar, destroy the economy, bring us into a cashless society, and eventually make it difficult for us to even get food. That's why I constantly promote My Patriot Supply. Every chance I get, I turn my fiat currency notes into long-term storable food. This stuff is awesome. It's got a 25-year shelf life. And one thing we're all going to need is storable food. It's better to have it and not need it than need it and not have it. With my link in the description, you get $100 off of every order instantly. It'd be a good idea to order it while you can, because I'm not sure how much longer they're going to be able to ship this out. My link for your $100 off discount is in the description below.